This kid-safe video is brought to you by the makers of Trimenic cough and cold products, the pediatrician's #1 choice. We urge you and your children to watch this important program together, because we at Trimenic not only want your children to get well, we want them to stay well.
Hi kids, welcome to Monster Chiller Horror Theater. Oh boy, we have a scary movie for you. It's all about this little girl who's left alone in her house, all by herself. What? What's so scary about that? Well, there's a thunder and lightning and and a full moon. Oh boy, it's gonna be so scary. You're gonna watch the movie.
I can't believe it. They treat me like I'm a little kid. Like I've never been home alone before. I've been home alone lots of times. Just never at night. Wonder what's on TV?
Look, Lenny, it's a full moon. Listen.
You better leave me now. Leave me at once.
I can't. I love you.
Don't you understand? I'm not myself anymore. I'm changing.
Larry, what's happening to you?
A pack of Cub Scouts are missing near Yosemite. Bears were sighted in the vicinity.
A little cinnamon toast. That'll calm my nerves. A little cinnamon toast. There's nothing like a nice piece of cinnamon toast to calm your nerves. That's a nice piece of cinnamon toast. Yummy. How about some cinnamon? That would be good. Cinnamon. Wait a minute. My parents always drink this to calm their nerves. I mean, who's gonna know? Party time. Oh! Yeah! Oh! Oh, this stuff doesn't calm me down. It tastes like medicine. Oh, yeah. Bad idea, Kathy. Bad idea. What was that? Must have just been my imagination. Oh, I hope I'm not drunk or something. If I was then, I'm not now. Stopped. No more scratchy sound. What was I so worried about? Okay, that does it. Oh, I knew I should have changed that this morning. It's just a branch scratching against the window. It's just a branch scratching against the window. It's just a tree branch. It is just scratching against the window. Sounds like a smoke detector. Smoke detector? Oh no, there's a fire! A fire! Oh. It's not so bad down here. Ow! All right, now we'll see who had the last laugh. Bad idea, Captain. Bad idea. Who's there? Answer me, or I'll do something that you won't like very much. I'll do something really. Wait a minute. Oh, that's me. That's me. Oh boy, I can't believe how stupid I was. Where's the phone? Okay.
911.
Help! There's a real emergency over here! Send help fast! Okay, great. Oh, my burn. I'll put some butter on it. But butter's good for burns. Okay. Peanut butter. I wonder if that will work. What's this? I can't read the label. Maybe if I smell it. I don't know. Oh, no! Ketchup! Oh, I got ketchup all over my face. Well, that's just great. That's great. Now what? Flying saucers. They're coming to get me. What am I talking about? I'm being stupid. All aliens aren't bad. I mean, look at E.T. He was cute. On the other hand, who is it? I've been greetings from the people of Earth.
It's all right. I'm a police officer.
I'm being chased by a man from Mars.
You're bleeding.
And he's carrying an axe. A laser axe, it must have been. I am? Where?
Head injury, Ernie. Here. Now to put direct pressure on the wound to stop the bleeding.
Oh, no.
Oh, come here.
Come
Come on, lie down.
No, I'm bleeding.
Good, lie down. There you go.
Oh, I'm bleeding.
Wait a second.
What?
Ketchup?
Oh,
You put ketchup on your head?
I couldn't find the butter. Well, you see, I burned myself, and my mother always said
No, that's just an old wives' tale.
My mother isn't that old.
No, I meant that it's not a good idea to use butter or any other creams on burns. Cold water is the best, and no bandages or dressing.
Now, what's all this about a man from Mars? What?
He's in there.
What's he look like?
Well, he's wearing a space helmet, and he's carrying a big laser axe.
Laser axe, huh? Well, maybe I should go give it a little look-see. Tina, you stay here with the kid.
Here you go, being the hero again. This is just the sort of thing I was talking about.
Can we talk about that later? Okay, man from Mars, or whoever you are, come out with your hands in the air. That is if you have any hands.
Marty!
Well, small world, isn't it?
You know each other?
Oh, yeah. So, what are you doing here, Ernie?
Well, they weren't sure what kind of emergency it was, so they sent for everyone, and the kid hung up without giving us an address.
Well, it's a good thing the computers were able to trace it here.
Well, you're not mad, are you?
Oh, no, we never mind coming unless somebody's calling just for the fun of it.
But remember, always stay on the line and wait for the operator to ask the questions. And then don't hang up until the operator says that you can.
Well, I guess we better have a look at that kitchen fire, huh?
Fire? Holy smokes!
Your parents are very smart to have smoke alarms in the kitchen, but they should have some in the bedrooms, too.
There are.
Good. Now, do you know where the fire extinguisher is located?
We don't have one of those, but that's okay, because you can just throw water on a fire.
Not a grease fire, it'll just spread it.
Oh, I guess we better get one then. An extinguisher, I mean, not a grease fire.
That's right. But the most important thing to remember is leave the house.
Get out safely and fast.
And stay out. Get help.
And if there's any smoke in the house, crawl low for fresh air.
Yeah, I did that.
But you should have gotten out of the house before you dialed 911. The fire could trap you while you're on the phone.
Yeah, it could.
You know, there should be a pre-arranged meeting place as part of your family's escape plan.
Escape plan?
Sure, just make a game of it. How would you escape from your house if there were a fire?
That's easy. I go through the front door.
What if that's where the fire was?
I go through the back door.
And you know about stop, drop, and roll, right?
Stop, rocking what?
No, it's stop, drop, and roll. That's what you do if you catch on fire.
Cover your face.
Stop what you're doing.
Drop to the floor.
And roll!
Yeah.
Roll, roll. Keep moving. Roll.
I think you got it. And right now, I want to tell you something that just may save your life. Sometime in the kitchen, you might touch a wire. You say to yourself, oh my gosh, I'm on fire.
While playing with matches, which you shouldn't do, and the whole pack goes off, sets fire to you. You better
Stop,
stop,
stop, stop.
stop. You run around.
Drop, drop, drop.
Get down on the ground and
Roll, roll, roll. Roll, roll, roll.
Running around will just make things much worse. The fire will grow, might end up in a hearse.
Don't panic or get scared and you'll be okay. Just keep a cool head and hear what I say. You better
Stop,
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 stop. You run around.
Drop, drop, drop.
Get down on the ground and
Roll, roll, roll. Roll, roll, roll. Stop, drop. And roll, stop, drop. And roll, stop, drop. And roll, stop, drop. And roll, stop, stop, stop. Drop, drop, drop. And roll, roll, roll. Roll, roll, roll.
That's better than aerobics.
Oh, you've been taking aerobics classes, huh?
Well, we go to the same health club.
I see.
So, kid, what's your name?
Kathy, what's yours?
I'm Marty. This is my friend Tina, and that's Ernie. He's the cop.
I'm a police officer. By the way, Kathy, I couldn't help but notice this open bottle of liquor.
Oh, that.
Yeah, that. You haven't been hitting the booze, have you, kid?
You're not gonna arrest me, are you?
No, Kathy, he won't arrest you.
I'm just gonna give you a warning this time. But when your parents aren't home to police you, you have to do it yourself. You have to be on your honor. Drugs and alcohol can affect your judgment.
And make you sick.
So when you're left in charge, stay straight so you can be prepared for anything that can happen.
Right. You know, fires can be pretty scary, but if you have a plan and you're prepared, there's a lot less to be afraid of. The most important thing is get out of a burning house. And always remember, possessions and toys are just things. There's only one you.
Well, unless you're a clone.
Well, all right. I guess I better be getting back to the old firehouse.
Wait a second, Marty. What you said about fire safety is all fine and good, but there's a little more that Kathy should know about.
Well, like what?
Well, like basic first aid for starters. Come here, Kathy, let me show you something.
Okay.
Listen, if you've got an old game of checkers to play back at the firehouse or feed the Dalmatian or something, feel free to do so, okay?
Tina, what the heck is going on?
I was just showing Kathy what to do if you find someone lying down and not moving. But come here, Marty, you can help me show her.
I'll do it.
Thank you, Ernie.
You're welcome, Tina.
Let's just get on with it, okay?
The first thing is to always stay calm. Stop, take a deep breath, and think. If you think someone needs help, try to talk to him. If he doesn't answer, tap him and shout, "Hey, mister, wake up!"
I'm awake.
If he still doesn't respond, get help. Call 911, say this is an emergency phone call.
And stay on the phone until you can tell them where to go.
Right, Kathy. You know, sometimes people get so rattled in an emergency they forget their telephone number and address. That's why it's a good idea to keep a piece of paper next to the phone with emergency numbers as well as your home telephone number and address. Also, what to say to the 911 operator in case of an emergency.
And what other numbers should be on it?
Well, 911 should be on the top of the list, followed by your parents' numbers and a neighbor's number in case you can't reach your folks.
By the way, Kathy, I was just wondering what caused the fuse to blow. Any idea?
No, I don't know. Unless
What?
maybe it had something to do with I stuck a fork in the toaster.
One more time.
I stuck a fork in the toaster. I was trying to get some toast
Without
out.
unplugging it first? Oh, Kathy.
Kathy, you are lucky to be alive.
It was just a little fork. It was just a salad fork, I think.
Electricity can be very dangerous, especially around water. Now, you never plug in a hairdryer or a radio next to a sink or tub.
And no wire cords under the rugs.
And if someone gets an electrical shock, don't touch him until the electricity's been turned off. Pull the plug, then call 911.
Well, I guess that's where I came in. I mean, I guess that's where you came in.
Well, I guess we better shove off. Right, Tina?
Yeah, I could give you a ride in the old squad car, Tina, if you like.
No, thank you, Ernie. She'd rather ride with me on the old hook and ladder.
So long, Kathy. I'm glad we could be of help.
Thank you very much. I'm fine now. Everything's under control. Really?
Okay.
Really. Bye. Thanks for coming.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Oh, no, you don't. I'm not afraid anymore. I know what to do. There. Well, I think I'll make some cinnamon toast. What could that be? Oh, I told my folks I wouldn't let anybody in. Of course, I didn't say I wouldn't talk to anybody. There's nobody home!
Is this the Tudor residence?
Yes, it is. Who's there?
You just won the big jackpot!
What? The lottery? $28 million? I can't believe it. I didn't even buy a ticket.
Well, here's the check right here in my hand. Open the door and I'll give it to you.
Wait a minute. I'm not supposed to let anybody in. Can you slip it under the door?
Well, it's a pretty big check. But don't worry, you can let me in. Your folks said it was all right.
You know my folks? What's their name?
Mr. and Mrs. Tudor, of course.
Of course.
If I could arrest people for being stupid, you would get a life sentence.
Ernie, this is exactly the sort of thing you do that drives me crazy.
The kids' folks tell her never to let strangers into the house. And all it takes is $28 million.
Hey, lighten up, Ernie. She knew it was you.
You knew it was me? You see? You never, I repeat, never let strangers in the house when your folks aren't home, no matter what they offer you.
But how did you know our names?
It's on the mailbox. Now, what would happen, say, if somebody had a flat tire and they wanted to come in and use the phone?
I'd say, I am sorry, but they cannot come in.
Great, Kathy. Way to go.
So, do I pass the test?
No. You only passed mine. Now, Tina and Marty are each going to ask you 3 questions.
Hey, good idea, Ernie. Okay, I'll go first.
Okay.
This first one is a multiple choice.
Oh, good. I like that.
If I catch on fire, I should A, shake, rattle, and roll.
A. Shake, rattle, and roll.
B, stomp, drip, and bowl. Or C, stop, drop, and roll.
Stop, stop, stop. Drop, drop, drop.
Roll.
And roll, roll, roll.
That's easy. B. Stop, drip, and bowl.
No.
Just kidding. C. Stop, drop, and roll. Next question, Marty.
All right, now, this is the big one, Kathy.
Okay.
What do you do if the smoke alarms in your house go off?
You should, get out of the house right away and, dial 911 and, stay on the phone and give your address and don't hang up until they tell you you can.
Very good. And what if your house is full of smoke?
You should crawl down low and breathe fresh air.
Very good, Kathy. That's exactly right.
I learned that one the hard way.
But those are the lessons that you never forget.
Your turn, Tina.
Kathy, how do you treat a burn?
No butter.
Or ketchup?
You run it under cold water.
Right. Okay, here's number 2. How do you stop bleeding?
By not starting.
Kathy?
I don't remember. I hate blood.
Blood is nothing to be afraid of. It's bright red, so we can notice it right away and get help. But the best way to stop bleeding is direct pressure on the wound.
But what about nosebleeds? I get those.
Just lean forward and squeeze the soft part of your nose with your thumb and finger for at least 5 minutes.
Oh, and no ice or anything?
No, just a little squeeze. But the most important thing is to
Stay calm.
All right, I guess you all passed.
You passed with flying colors. I'm sure this house now is in very capable hands.
Whose?
Yours, Kathy.
Tina, how about a cup of coffee?
Sorry, Ernie, but Tina's having pie and coffee with me.
Well, she can have pie a la mode with me.
Well, let me ask you boys a question. Do either of you know the Heimlich maneuver?
Of course.
I don't know how.
Kathy, here's how you do it. If someone is choking and can't talk, grab them across the stomach, right below the ribs like this, and squeeze sharply and hard.
Like this?
Okay, Ernie, I believe I'd like to try that.
No, boys.
Well, now that we all know the Heimlich maneuver, what do you say we go out and get that piece of hot apple pie?
Hot apple pie with melting cheese.
Can't, guys. My boyfriend's picking me up. We have a date. Bye.
Date?
Tina? Tina?
Bye, guys. I wonder what's on TV. Who is it?
I got a flat tire and I need to use your phone.
Is that you, Ernie? You tried that one already.
My name's not Ernie.
Well, I'm sorry. You're just gonna have to try next door.
I'm a friend of your folks.
I'm sorry.
Oh, well.
Yeah, let's try next door.
See, I told you everything would be fine. Nothing to worry about.
Oh, thank goodness.
Oh, did you see that? Oh, there was that guy with the hockey mask, and there was also the werewolf and the creature from the Black Lagoon was there too. He was in the back with in the bushes with the face and the gills. Oh, boy, I'll tell you, it was scary, but Kathy, she sure outsmarted them, didn't she? Oh, yes, kids, it could be a real jungle out there, but if you know what you're doing, you could be a Tarzan or a Jane or a cheetah. Oh, well, you know what I mean. Oh, 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 oh. Bye, kids. Oh, oh, and stay safe.
This kid-safe video has been brought to you by the makers of Trimenic cough and cold products, the pediatrician's #1 choice. Because we care about your children, and the more they know, the safer they'll be.